Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I figured today I would give you all a real quick update just because we kind of abruptly stopped vlogging about a week ago, and I know a lot of you follow on like Instagram and Facebook, so you've seen some updates or you're in our church and you kind of are in the inside scoop, but I just wanted to kind of update you all and thank you all for all of your prayers and love you've been sending our way. The past week kind of got flipped upside down. It's been really hectic, really crazy. We knew we had a lot coming up. This past weekend, over Labor Day weekend, we were able to host a gathering with a handful of our church family members, and so that was like the most amazing, blessed time ever of people just gathering, camping out on the property. Our house is like still wrecked. There's stuff everywhere, and it is like I couldn't be happier because it was just such an amazing time of fellowship together and study and just all of the great, wonderful things that you have when a body of believer gets to come together. So that was awesome. I know some of you couldn't make it. We are so bummed to miss you all, but our home is always open, and you are all always welcome to come and join us. So that was the great news part of it. From Friday to Monday, we had people here. We hosted communion and church service and all of the things. We cooked s'mores and just the food and fellowship and all of the things was just fantastic. And to be honest, that just by itself, I'm tired. I am so stinking tired. We had so much fun. It was so wonderful. But then like once everybody left this week, I'm like, whew, I'm tired. Like we were like all out, all fun for all of those days. And I'm like, I need a little bit of recoup time. So as you can see, you know, from like stuff behind me, the house is still trash, but it's okay. That's cool. It doesn't matter because we had fun. The other stuff on top of it is, yes, a week ago, I ended up in the hospital. Come to find out, we're fairly certain it was just migraine issues. I've suffered with migraines since I was a kid. It's just one of those things. But it basically mimicked a mini stroke. So that was my fun that landed me in the hospital last week when it was kind of like I had a stroke, but come to find out they think it was pretty sure just it was the migraine. But that landed me in the hospital and all kinds of scans and tests and all of the things. So that was a little terrifying last week. And then at the same time of all of this, we also got the news that my father was in the hospital needing heart surgery. So he's been in the hospital since last week. He went in for surgery this week. He had to have a bypass, and he is still in the ICU. Lots going on with him. So if we could have some continued prayers for him, I would absolutely appreciate it. So this week was kind of crazy. My mom and my brothers ended up coming over, and we kind of just all hung out together while we awaited the news. We are on the East Coast, he's on the West Coast, so we just kind of had to hang out and wait to get the news and all of that. So he made it through. He's hanging in, and continued prayers for him would be greatly appreciated. So between all of that, that kind of last week, just I got the news that he was in the hospital, and then I had my issue, and then I was put on total rest, and then we had all of the company over, and now his surgery, and I'm trying to like get back into the swing of things a little bit and get some stuff done and accomplished, but we're taking it very slowly over here. So yeah, I know I was trying to get homeschool plans out for you guys last week and get all of the things published, and then all of this kind of happened and kind of goofed it all up. So the stuff is still on its way. I'm just moving at a very slow pace so as not to overdo it myself. I don't want to have to go back to the hospital. And then obviously with my attention really focused on calling the nurses, talking with my dad, talking with the family and staff and things out there, keeping a kind of track of him and everything going on there. So I think that's all of the big kind of updatey type things. So appreciate all of you guys, you know, just praying for our family and all of that. Other really cool news is our son Travis. He turns 16 next Wednesday, but he got a birthday gift early. He got a puppy. So this is little Jack. It was a dog that my mom had rescued, and she brought him over a couple times, and we totally fell in love with him. And then the more, you know, she was talking about it and thinking about it, she's like, I want to give him to Travis for his birthday. So Travis has wanted a puppy of all of his own since his sisters have their own pets. And so now he has Jack. We have all fallen in love with him. He's just the cutest little thing ever. So that's been a kind of a great, I think, mend for all of us this week with all of the chaos and everything going on, and then we just get to curl up and watch movies and snuggle the puppy. So that has all of us feeling a little bit better, I think. So we are off of school this week and next week. I want to give you guys a couple updates as far as that. I know a lot of you have a lot of questions about like the fall feast. We celebrate the biblical holy days, and so that's coming up starting next week. So I want to give you guys a couple updates about that, but that's all of the, you know, like crazy, scary, like health stuff, and then happy news and things like that. So let me go check on kiddos, and then we'll be back. Holly, what are you doing? Jack. Oh, Jack, hi, buddy. Oh, you're so cute. I like all of the puppies more. Look how cute they are playing together. So basically, this is what pretty much all of our days have been for the past couple days. Lots of couch, snuggle time. The girls even pulled, that's their mattress that they keep in their room for when company's over. We pulled it out into the living room. So kids have been like sprawled out everywhere, just like hanging out, watching movies, and recuperating while watching the puppies play. So yeah, my house isn't always like put together. We don't always have a really cool plan. A lot of times it's just stuff like this. This has like literally been the bulk of our days. And Gigi, is this what we've been doing? Watching the puppies play, jumping on the bed and watching movies. What are we doing, Bumby? Do you miss all your friends? Yeah. Say, we had so much fun with everybody being here this weekend, huh? Do you miss everyone? You're trying to be, oh, no. Ah! You're doing things.
So
you're doing things. And you're choking me. There we go.
And you're choking me.
So, we having a week off of school?
Yeah.
2 weeks off of school, actually,
No,
this week and next week. Not 10 weeks.
You said 10 weeks.
2 weeks.
10 weeks.
Because guess what next weekend is? Yom Teruah.
Oh yeah, we're not doing.
It's exciting.
We're not doing school on.
No school for Yom Teruah.
Yes.
It's exciting. Do you like when Daddy blows the shofar? It's fun, huh?
Yes. And stay. Get.
Yeah. Oh, careful! Get off of the dogs. Okay, get off of the dogs. Dogs are going nuts. Yes, we have a big meal.
Yep.
And we have communion, right? And we celebrate.
Yep.
So it's exciting to look forward for when Jesus will return, huh? I think you have donut on your face. We got donuts for breakfast, huh? They were yummy. What was your favorite part about this weekend with everybody being over?
Get play with them.
Playing with everyone? Yeah. Uh-oh. Did you get hurt by the doggies?
Yeah.
Did you get got? What happens when you get into all the
Puppy.
dog wrestling? And back they go. You getting got?
Yeah. Yeah.
Zoe, off of the couch.
Zoe.
All right, before we do anything else, the girls were gifted this Horseopoly game that we played yesterday. And so I told them, though, this has to be a game we play when Olivia is napping. So since she just went to take a nap with Bubba, we're gonna go ahead and set this up and play a quick round of Horseopoly before I give you guys kind of a school update or any of the other stuff, we gotta play games first, right, girls?
Yep. Yes.
Games have to happen. Yes. Okay. All right, who won the game?
Me. And I guess Mary knows that.
Yeah, Lily bought up like all of the horses and totally beat us. Would you stop licking him? So now to have some quiet time, they're getting some screen time while Olivia naps. And Jerry apparently. Jerry boy, you comfy.
Mama,
Hi, Jerry.
what baby?
Oh yes, oh
Mama,
yes.
baby.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys just a real quick update again since we're just kind of hanging out and playing and stuff. But we started our school year a couple months already ago. We usually do like a 4 weeks on, 1 week off. So we've already gone through our first 8 weeks worth of school cycling through. We love the schedule. I really love that this year, instead of planning out the entire school year in like one whole block, I've kind of been taking it 4 weeks at a time. So every 4 weeks, I kind of just reassess and adjust. I've been sharing with you guys what we're doing. So if you're new and you're just kind of finding this, and it's kind of a weird video because I'm just kind of really just updating on things. But you can go back to any of the previous ones to see what we've been doing for school so far. For us, this has really allowed us to have kind of like a very easy transition into school. These first blocks, we've taken it really slow, really simple, kind of moving through. We celebrate the biblical holy days. I have a whole playlist. I've talked about this so much. So if you guys are interested, you can go and check that out. But for us, you know, most people get to that like Christmas season, right? And everything's Jesus is the reason for the season, blah, 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 right? Like that's kind of that focus. Well, really, looking at it from a biblical aspect, that's this fall season, spring as well, but the fall, we're coming into the 3 fall feasts with Yom Teruah and Yom Kippur and Sukkot. So that's what's coming up here starting next weekend with Yom Teruah. And this is all just that dress rehearsal, that looking forward to Christ's return, the millennial reign, like all of that stuff that I think our family, if you boiled everything down, that's like what we're most passionate about in ministry. And honestly, in our walk is just Christians. I mean, that's what we have to look forward to. That's what's coming up. That's what we're seeing, you know, the stage being set for all around us. And so our family, Jesus is the reason for every season, but especially this season. We are so excited to start celebrating these biblical holy days with this time coming up, and seeing everything happening in the world just makes it even more exciting. So for our family, it was like, yay, we've already checked off 8 weeks worth of school, but we are in our big break right now. We have taken off this week. We're off next week. We'll be taking off again for Sukkot. I mean, we have so many exciting things coming up. So for our family, this is really like a very exciting festive time of year for us, which I'm so excited. I know we'll share more about it. If you guys have specific questions, definitely feel free to ask. I will answer, you know, to the best of my ability. But for us, this is just that really exciting time. So I'm glad we've been able to kind of check off some school already. I kind of the first 8 weeks really allowed me to kind of see the kids kind of warming up and kind of assessing where they're at this year, what we need to work on, you know, what they're doing really well with. And so I'm making a lot of adjustments kind of in these, well, really week and a half that's left, because we've kind of just lounged around for the past few days and kind of let the week pass by us. But I'm putting together all of the stuff that we're going to be working on for the weeks coming forward. And so that stuff I'm really excited to share with you guys. I have a couple things that I'm waiting to come in that I want to kind of review and make sure they're going to work like I'm thinking they will before I share them with you guys. I have a lot of focus right now in our home. Lily, who is getting ready to turn 10. We have a lot of changes going on from her being a little girl to growing up and being a young lady. So a lot of focus. I've shared with you guys about the manners and etiquette curriculum I'm writing. I haven't posted it yet. Like I said, I took a little break just with my kids needed me, and I'm trying to be more focused on making sure that I'm serving my home and my family first before I am focusing on writing curriculum and sharing with you all and all of that. So we love sharing with you guys, but I've let myself get too out of balance where sharing with everybody and the website and the curriculum and all that stuff was first above my family, and I need to make sure I keep that priority in order. But I've got the manners and etiquette curriculum that's coming out, and a few other things that we've kind of been working on, and then a couple additional resources I'm bringing in that were shared from friends and things like that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So I'll be I'm sure doing video breakdowns of that to show you all as well. But that's something that's really big that we are working on and bringing in here. I also shared with you guys in a video last week that I did get the not consumed quiet time, like kids Bible study thing. My plan in my head was that Monday morning we would have been like already set up and ready and started it right out the bat, and type of a thing. I didn't even put together, like obviously with company being here from Friday through Monday and all of the just chaos and craziness and fun, that we didn't have that ready. And then I'm telling you all, we've all been exhausted, like just needing to rest and like recuperate. And so it is Thursday already and we've done nothing. So next week, hopefully we will start the not consumed study packet, which I will share with you guys. We're excited to do so. We just haven't gotten there yet. So really, I think taking this week off and just letting it truly be a week off of just resting, recuperating, lots of cozy snuggles, watching movies, playing board games, just playing outside, things like that. Sometimes it's okay for our time off to truly be a time off and not be packed full of different things as well. But now that I've gotten to enjoy a few days, I am starting to put together some of the pieces for the things that kind of I need to work on and put together before we get back to school. So definitely I'll be sharing with you guys coming up things for our Yom Teruah celebration, and then kind of moving into some additional kind of school things, character building, things like that I plan on working with my kiddos here soon. So that's kind of like, I think the character development, biblical womanhood for our girls before they become women is definitely going to be a big focus of mine here soon. I have 3 girls, so that's definitely a very hot topic, in our home as far as training them up in the ways of the Lord as, young girls to become women. So we've got a lot of that going on, and then trying to put together some fun little stuff for Travis. I cannot believe he is turning 16 next week, which is just so crazy. He's such an amazing kid, and I love seeing the man that he is becoming, and like blown away that I have a 16-year-old. How crazy is that? Well, almost have a 16-year-old. So that's really it. Sorry if we're kind of like boring and weird over here for the next little bit, but making sure that I am trying to rest and not overdo it myself, and then keeping up with my dad as far as his health with all of this going on, and kind of just all the chaos of all of the things. Yeah, definitely stay tuned. Like I said, more stuff on the feast. If you have questions, ask them. I'm happy to answer them. And then otherwise, a lot of stuff as far as some like homeschooly type stuff, getting back to that, sharing with you guys character training for training our girls up specifically is probably going to be one I'll have a lot to share on, just because that's kind of what I'm focusing on over here. Not that these things can't apply to our young men as well, but specifically working with my lady is where I'm going to be focused at with things coming up. So all of that is going on. I also think I'm going to probably give myself a little Fly Lady reboot. Sticking with my Fly Lady simplified house cleaning system is, I think, the only reason how I was able to like be ready for guests in a pretty laid back way, because I've been doing a good job at keeping up with my Fly Lady cycles. when 30 some odd people show up at your house, I pretty much had most of the things put together and ready. But now that everybody's gone, I need to get back to it and get everything put back together. But again, having a simple process and a simple way to kind of start in one area at a time and get all of that done really makes it manageable. So instead of it being like an overwhelming thing that needs to happen, it really isn't that bad. So that's what I'm going to be working on, kind of getting some of that stuff done. And I will check in with you all. Again, sorry, I'm trying to figure out what the best way this year is going to be as far as sharing with you all and still making sure that I am focused and getting my stuff done that I need to be getting done. But I did want to pop in, let you all know, considering I kind of just abruptly never got anything else posted last week. And then you guys saw prayer request. And those of you that are in the church, you guys saw different things coming on. So that's it. I'm hanging in there. I'm feeling okay. Not like phenomenal, but okay. Trying to make sure that I'm not overdoing it. Because if those crazy things that happened to me last week happen again, I have to go to like the big hospital for like big scary tests. So trying to make sure that I go at a slower pace so that my body can work the things out that it needs to. And then praying for my dad with all of that. It's so hard being on the other side of the country as he's sitting in the ICU and having all of these things. So continued prayers would be great, but otherwise I'm going to go get out there, try to tinker around on a few things. I hope to have curriculum posted for you guys soon because I know a lot of you are doing that as well, but we will get that posted soon. We are enjoying our break. Any questions about the fall feast, feel free to ask. I will probably do another little kind of simplified how we look at the biblical feast and really jump into this. Jesus is the reason for the season. He's the reason for every season, but especially the fall season as we look forward to his return and all of these biblical holy days that are coming up, which is just so much fun. And the weather is changing here in North Carolina. It's like getting a little bit cooler and just starting to feel like fall. The leaves are starting to change a little bit. So I feel like I get like a renewed just I don't know, excitement for life at the change of every season. So it's so fun to get to see how God works throughout the changing of the seasons and the new things that it brings. So we've been loving our time outside and hanging out and doing stuff. So cooler weather will do that because I think I'm done with summer. So I think that's it. We'll work on those things and hopefully be back soon with some more stuff for you guys. I know we have some podcasts that we would like to get recorded and all kinds of stuff. The 15th is our official 1-year anniversary since our first sermon with our church, A&P Home Church, which is super exciting to see what God has done in the past year of starting the church. The church family has brought to us the books we've gotten to study, you know, all of the things together. That part has just been so phenomenal. So I kind of can't believe we're already at a year there. I don't know. I feel like God is working and moving in a lot of ways going around with our lives. There's a lot of uncertainty kind of floating around, but really exciting things all mixed in with it. So to see all of that is really cool, and to get to share all of that with you guys is really such a blessing. So I wanted to give you all just a little bit kind of like roundup of all of the things we've kind of had floating around over here. And yeah, we'll see what comes of it all. But some really cool resources. I know, kind of focused, you know, just to the girls and not necessarily the boys, but some really cool resources I have found that we're going to be using for Lily that I'm really excited not only to actually use, but to share with you guys, because I'm sure they will be a blessing to you guys as well. But otherwise, I'm going to go work on some of the things, maybe try to tackle some of my fly lady cleaning projects as I go back and restart a couple of my baby steps to get my my areas kind of caught up and taken care of. And then otherwise, we will see you all hopefully soon this weekend. If you want to come join us for church, you can absolutely do that. I have everything linked down below. Hopefully we'll get some podcasts up soon too. So there you all go. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.